yet again, I find myself here in the game room with more mail to open. So no point wasting any time. Let's get right to it. I believe, if I remember correctly, and it's getting harder and harder to remember, that this is year 5. So there's our cheat sheet, which we will set to the side, and then lots of colorful items. Let's see what we got. So right off the bat, oh, okay, we're not going to go with that because it seems to be under things, so we will go with something small. So a cartoon Rita Skeeter pin. So I kind of like it. It is something that I don't think I've seen before, her as a cartoon. So there it is, not bad. Not sure if, I mean, it's a double clasp, so it's a nice big chunky pin, but very colorful. So many pins over there on that pin board. Not too many standing out like that. So off to a good start. And let's see, I mean, look, this thing is jammed full. I tried to pull out this pink bag, but it is stuck in there under other things, so it's going to have to wait. And we will take, there we go, Unlocking the Magic. I can assume it's a keychain set. Oh, and that's exactly what it is. Let's see if I can figure out what we got. The Noble and Ancient. Okay, so there's our key. We have a skull up top. Here it says Noble and Ancient. We have a hand. Is that holding a dagger? I wonder if this is a Bellatrix key, because we have a little bird skull. I don't know if, here, let's see if I can hold it like that. A little, what appears to be the bird skull, which she wears as her necklace. And then the other little charm, this is number 12. So number 12 makes me think of Grimmauld Place, but I'm not quite sure. But the bird skull makes me think of Bellatrix. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see what the cheat sheet tells us. But again, big chunky keys that are impractical for real use. So we'll put that to the side. Always good quality. Always looks amazing. Just not sure what to do with it. Okay, so we pulled out one of these boxes, which also has a crest on it that says Noble and Ancient. This time we're holding up 2 daggers. So, trying to see if I can figure anything out. We also have 2, are those ravens? Are those crows? I'm not sure. It has the initials HOR. So we have some foam. I love it so much. There's a sneak peek. I will be finding, I think that key does go to Grimmauld Place, because this seems like it is from Grimmauld Place. It is a mount, a wall mount. So you can see it there, we can wall mount, of a house elf head. And it says Crindle on it. I absolutely love this. Somewhere in this room, I will find or make wall space to put this around. This is amazing. Very unexpected, very much enjoyed. We're going to put him back in his foam so we don't have any problems before we can find him a permanent home. Our little purple velvet bag. Ooh, feels very heavy. Oh, and it's actually tied this time. Okay, so there we go. We got it open. I think, is this a DA coin? I believe. This is a DA galleon. And DA, Dumbledore's army, they used the coins to send secret messages of when their dates and time were. So there we have, I believe that's a phoenix, yep. And down there at the bottom, D and A, and that appears to be a phoenix. And now on the back, we have the days of the week going around, and then this thing actually turns so you can set up the where you're going to meet. It says Great Hall, the grounds, Hogshead Inn, the Astronomy Tower, Charms, and then the other ones have numbers for the date. And so, let's see, I don't know if you'll be able to see any of that, but you can see down there at the bottom we have the words, and then those two show the date. So, very cool. I have definitely not seen anything like this before, especially with a working spinning mechanism. So, very much enjoy that, and I will probably find a home for that up there. If I remember right, I think these were charms for a charm bracelet. I'm not sure if we have them all, so I'm just going to open and find out. We definitely do not have them all, and here is the charm, which I believe is Fox. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but it is a phoenix sitting on... Is that a perch? No, I think that's just his tail. His tail is just full of detail. So there. I'll have to track down that charm bracelet and put all this stuff together. Again, not really a charm bracelet type person, but it seems to be good quality, and if you're into that kind of thing. All right. So, what in the world could this be? Okay. So, I don't know if it's going to be in here, or it might have gotten it. I feel like we got a pestle and mortar, and that's kind of what this feels like. It has what should be a smashing tool, and this is the hard plastic, and then this feels like some sort of metal with all kinds of runes on it. Not runes, designs. I see like mushrooms and flowers and potions. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Like, see, there's some flowers. There's a potion bottle right there with a skull on it. I mean, there's a mushroom right there. So I want to say that you would smash some of your potion ingredients with this. It seems to be the right size and very durable for smashing things. So I guess I'm just going to have to wait and see what else we get in this box to see if it is part of another piece, or if it goes with something that we've gotten previously. So not bad, good quality. We'll see how useful it becomes. Okay, and now here we have a larger gray velvet bag with, and I don't know if you can tell, but like it's, whatever's in there is curved, it's concaved. Oh. A Death Eater mask. I want to say this looks like Bellatrix Death Eater mask. Let me see, where do I... Is that Bellatrix? Or... I don't know. I don't know if you can see what I'm looking at. Back right there, I have a small bust of a Death Eater head. But, so very cool. I believe that this should also hang. There's not a dedicated nail hook, but it's possible that I should be able to hang that just off there. So very cool. Enjoyed very much. I do have a Death Eater mask shelf, so it might just find its way into there. But again, it feels like metal. I mean, so very good quality. I like it a lot. Okay, and I think finally we can pull this out, which I'm sure you can see her poking through. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this is Dolores Umbridge, and I think it's a pincushion because inside is a box of little pins. So we will remove her from her lacy jail, and there she is. And let's see, we'll set her down and then we'll open some of these pins. Looks like we have 2 different kinds. If I can open them, there's that. If indeed, what in the world is going on? Ah, it's taped. So enjoy watching me rip tape. There we go. Okay, so it appears we have 2 different kinds of pins. One of them has a cat head on it, and the other one appears to have a pink diamond. And I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that she's a pincushion, because what else would you want to do with Dolores Umbridge? Not exactly sure how much use I will get out of either of these, but a neat idea nonetheless. Okay, it looks like we have 2 boxes and then some paper goods. So what do we go with? 2 boxes. We'll go with this one. This one feels lighter. Bigger, but lighter. And let's see. Spelled to be unmoving in the presence of non-magicals. And so on this side we have a teapot. On this side we have a teacup. On top it looks like we have a saucer, a cup, and a lid. So Nettlewick's Enchanted Crockery. So let's see what we got in here. Oh. Here we have a ceramic plate with a cat on it. And a teacup with a cat on it wearing a beret and lots of pink polka dots all around. And I think that's everything that goes in there, so I'll put that to the side. And so I'm going to go and say that this is a teacup to remember when Dolores Umbridge made Harry drink the tea as she was making him do lines. So not bad. It feels like it's real ceramic, so I don't want to drop it or anything. I'm not sure how much use I would get out of it. I don't really use stuff like this, but pretty cool. See if we can't get all that back in. Close it up before it ends up on the floor in a million pieces. And then we will take the paper replicas, put them over there, box on the floor, and our last. I think this, based on history, this may be a potion bottle. It does have a safety regulation list on the side. Description: preserved cerebral specimen whose tendrils expand to thought, or respond to thought. Keep the vial sealed at all times. So there you go. Unspeakable. Let's open it up and speak about it. Oh, so there, this is interesting indeed. A cognitive specimen, property of DOM. Preserved sentience cluster. So don't ask me what it is. It looks like a piece of coral or maybe some brain matter, but there we go. I do enjoy it. Let's see, can I read this? Approved for cognitive study. So I do enjoy this. It will find a home up there with all these other potions. I am getting so many of them. But how could you not turn this into a display item? Look at how interesting it is. So put that back in its protective sleeve. And then we're going with paper items. First things first, we have our potion preparation of the blood replenishing potion. So there is all of our information and ingredients for the blood replenishing potion. And then we have, it looks to be a watercolor print of Fawkes sitting in Dumbledore's office. Okay, so the order. The cup and saucer, magical cup and saucer, are enchanted so the scenes stir upon the surface. I'm going to assume that that's just a clever writing. The elf plaque. The elf plaque adorns the walls in the headquarters, representing the servants who served the family over the years. The reporter pin, released and out of retirement for an exclusive interview. The cognitive specimen. This preserved sentience cluster is approved for study only in the DOM. Department of Mysteries? Department of... Yeah, we're going to go with Department of Mysteries. Do not open the lid, as the results could be catastrophic. The blood replenishing potion page, easy for me to say. The Phoenix print, the number 12 key. It's official. You're now able to enter number 12. Let's just not try to bring any unwanted guests along with us. So I guess that must be number 12, Grimald Place. The Pink Witch pin cushion could also be used as a voodoo doll or a magical creature's chew toy. The Phoenix charm, the 5th exclusive charm in the series. What do you think the 6th charm will be? The B&B ingredient muddler. This muddling stick is perfect for bruising or smashing any of the ingredients for your brews and potions. The mask, it appears you fought in the battle and were able to unmask one of the dark followers. You can keep it as a reminder of the battle. And the DA decoder coin. Simply line up the arrow on spinner to the arrow in each day, and it will tell you the time and place for the meeting that day. Okay, it looks like they're doing some sort of giveaway, and all right. Oh, we even have instructions for how to use the decoder coin. So not bad. Overall, a very good box. I feel like every time I get one, there's always a few items that are absolute home runs, and then a few items that kind of, I don't know what to do with. So, looking forward to the next one. Hopefully it will be equally as interesting. So thanks for watching. See ya.